Archangel Michael says, the door you once left open to kindness is now a pathway for destruction. Someone you trusted has been walking in your house carrying darkness in their hands. Their intentions are masked, but the truth has been whispered to the heavens. There is a shadow tied to this name, and it lingers even after they leave your space. The moment they stepped in last time, they left behind something your spirit could feel but couldn't describe. That tension, that weight in the room, you weren't imagining it. Archangel Michael says, not all smiles are holy and not every hug is a blessing. This person has cloaked themselves in concern, but their eyes have scanned your life with envy. The blessing you carry is a threat to their emptiness. Their name is a name you once held with respect, but it will not be spoken with love again. For the one who seeks your downfall has been revealed. And they've already made plans to return when you least expect. Type Amen to get blessing 443. You need to close that door now, not just physically, but spiritually. That person should never be allowed inside again, not your home, not your energy, not your trust. Their mission is to drain you and keep smiling while they do. You may not know what they touched, but something of yours shifted after their last visit. They took something unseen but sacred. And now the angels are demanding your protection. This person once asked you questions not to learn but to monitor. They've used your own words to damage your image when you weren't looking. That same person is planning to twist your life in ways that will hurt if you stay silent. They spoke softly and left loudly. Now their name carries a vibration your soul flinches at. Let this be the final time they cross your threshold. Type Amen to get blessing 218. The angels stood by the window that night when they left your home. They saw what you could not. They saw the curse they whispered on their way out, disguised as a prayer. Archangel Michael says, a warning has been sent through dreams, through the behavior of your pets, and through that chill in the air. You felt it, but doubted yourself. That's what they counted on. The name of this person has already been shown in signs around you. You saw their initials in a dream. You heard their name in a conversation that startled you. That was no accident. Do not wait for them to return. Block their entry in the physical and spiritual. This is not about hate, it is about divine defense. Type Amen to get blessing 559. Their return would only bring more confusion, more delay, more damage. You've worked too hard to rebuild your spirit and space. Don't let one familiar smile crash what angels helped you rise from. Archangel Michael says, once a home is spiritually clean, it cannot allow dirt disguised as family or friends. This person used your hospitality to study you. They wanted to know your weaknesses and got too close to your heart. They are carrying tales to others, laughing with enemies you never imagined were yours. And yet they will come back pretending to care. But the truth is, they are watching your glow with discomfort. They fear what you will become. That's why they tried to anchor you down with passive words. They fear your blessings because they know they cannot replicate them. Type Amen to get blessing 682. Their hands have touched your things without your consent. That's why you've been feeling off, disconnected, irritated. Your atmosphere was tampered with, and they did it on purpose. They want you to second-guess the message you're reading now. But deep in your bones, you already knew. You just didn't want it to be true. But it is true. The person whose name is revealed in your discomfort is the same one the angels want barred from your life. Don't make the mistake of offering grace where only grace is being stolen. Let them go with silence and finality. You owe them no explanation. Your peace is your proof that the decision is holy. Type Amen to get blessing 377. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20. You were generous. You forgave many things and ignored many red flags. But the spiritual cost of that forgiveness has been growing quietly. Now you're being given this message as a line in the sand. You must choose, peace or poison. That person's presence is the latter, cloaked in sweetness but destructive at the core. Archangel Michael says, you were tested. That person was allowed close so the truth could finally reveal itself. Your discernment passed. Now comes the action. Clean your house with prayer. Rearrange the room where they sat. They tried to leave an imprint, but your power overrides all darkness. Type Amen to get blessing 228. Don't let the guilt of detachment trick you. Their manipulation hides behind flattery and shared memories. But your future doesn't include them, and you know that now. Even if they cry, even if they say they've changed, remember, patterns don't lie. People do. And this person has made lying a routine. They carry the energy of sabotage dressed in concern. They always ask what's wrong but never help fix it. That is not care, that's control. Let them call you selfish if they must. Let them say you've changed. That's because you have, and your boundaries now threaten their control. Type Amen to get blessing 194. Your children or loved ones may not understand at first. But spiritual harm isn't always visible to the untrained eye. Protecting your home isn't always about doors and locks, it's about vibrations and intentions. The name of the person the angels are pointing to is not just a name. It's a warning. It's the last chance for you to preserve your progress. Look closely at your timeline. Since they came into your life, what changed? How many delays? How many arguments? How many missed blessings? It's not a coincidence. They were blocking doors that were meant to open for you. Now that you're awakening, the blessings will rush in. Type Amen to get blessing 611. Your growth is a mirror they can't stand to look at. Their visits are not to support you, they're surveillance missions. Spiritually, they are spies. Archangel Michael says, be bold now. Cancel every invitation they expect. Delete every photo that ties them to your energy field. They've spoken your name with disrespect when you weren't around. They've laughed at your pain in conversations you'll never hear. But heaven hears everything. You may feel lonely removing them, but it's the loneliness that heals. Angels surround you in that silence. Your house will feel lighter the moment they're kept out. Type Amen to get blessing 748. Stop waiting for one more sign, this is the final one. God has warned you in every way possible. The weight you feel now is confirmation. Their name will come to you with clarity now. It might be on a caller ID, a message, or whispered again in a dream. When it comes, block. Don't respond. Don't engage. They are preparing a conversation that sounds innocent but is meant to break you emotionally. They want access to your emotions so they can twist your peace into chaos. Don't let them win. You are not who you used to be. You are protected now and forever. Type Amen to get blessing 336. Your story is being rewritten without their shadow. Your life is clearing paths for new connections, holy ones, destined ones. That can only happen when the old is fully removed. This person is the last tie to the version of you that doubted your own worth. That version is gone. What remains is strength, clarity, and divine instruction. From this day, your house will only hold peace. No more secret jealousy disguised as compliments. No more energy thieves with polite smiles. Archangel Michael says, the name has already been shown to your soul. Now your hands must follow what your spirit knows. Lock the door, and do not look back. Type Amen to get blessing 503. They may try again, through others. They may send someone on their behalf, pretending it's just a coincidence. But the angels know the full plan behind the mask, and you are being shielded now. Don't feel bad for protecting your home, it is your temple. What you allow inside reflects what you tolerate in your spirit. And this season is about cleansing and elevation. They will feel the door close, but they will never understand why. That's not your concern anymore. What matters is your peace, your family's protection, and your spiritual alignment. Type Amen to get blessing 874. The strange tension in your sleep, the headaches, the loss of focus, it wasn't natural. It was spiritual residue left behind by someone who wanted to disturb your atmosphere. The one you're being warned about has caused this ripple in your life. You didn't lose your energy for no reason. Your laughter didn't fade by accident. Their presence fed on the joy you naturally carry, leaving you confused in your own home. Archangel Michael says, someone once close to you has turned their heart away and masked it with politeness. This person is no longer safe. Their smile no longer means light. Remove all physical reminders of them. Delete old photos, messages, gifts, anything holding a trace of their energy. You must spiritually disconnect, completely. Type Amen to get blessing 319. They came in without respect, and they left with a secret agenda. They didn't just visit, they studied. What you thought was love was actually observation. This person envied how people love you. They hate the way you shine naturally without effort. And now they want to dim that light by getting close again. Block them, even if it feels cruel. It's not cruelty, it's clarity. You are not rejecting them, you are choosing divine safety. You owe them nothing now. You gave chances. You gave warmth. And they brought storms. Type Amen to get blessing 690. Look at the patterns. After each visit, your luck turned sour. Your plans got delayed. You felt tired for no reason. That is not coincidence. That is spiritual warfare wrapped in casual visits. It's time to be firm with your boundaries. They might return acting holy, bringing gifts, saying they miss you. But Archangel Michael says the spirit behind those gifts is contaminated. You must not allow them to place anything in your home again. Even their words carry curses now. You'll hear it when they speak, how they cover control with compliments. But you'll be able to see it now. Type Amen to get blessing 421. You once said you'd never turn your back on them. But they've already turned theirs on you. You're just the last to act on it. Their behavior didn't change overnight, it was slow, strategic. They softened your defenses with stories of pain, and while you opened your door, they cursed your peace. Now you're being pulled away from their grasp by divine force. Even if you feel torn, even if they try to guilt you, stay away. This is protection in its highest form. You are not being punished. You are being rescued. Type Amen to get blessing 532. There are people who don't deserve second chances, not because you hate them, but because they made a choice not to honor you. That's what this person did. Their goal was never to heal, it was to confuse. To keep you unsure. To keep you available for their manipulation. They have lied in your name. They have smiled in your face and laughed behind your back. And still, they want to sit at your table again. But your table is sacred now. No poison shall be served here. No masks will eat beside your blessings. Type Amen to get blessing 264. Archangel Michael says, you've grown too wise for their games. You've suffered enough in silence. Now your house must be a place of healing, not haunting. Every time you hesitate, remember how drained you felt after they left. That was never peace. That was a silent alarm from your soul. They think you're still that same version of yourself, the forgiving, soft-hearted one. But what they don't know is, angels have raised you behind closed doors. You are not the same. And the moment you deny them entry again, you will feel your strength return like a wave. Type Amen to get blessing 805. They may claim they've changed. But if the fruit is rotten, the tree is still toxic. Do not believe rehearsed apologies that lack genuine transformation. They know how to make you second-guess your intuition. But this time, you're backed by heavenly clarity. Your soul will not be manipulated again. You may miss the memories, but you won't miss the chaos. The peace you've begun to feel now? That's your confirmation. Keep them outside of it. There is no version of your future where this person brings goodness. Only regret. And God is removing them for a reason. Type Amen to get blessing 117. Every time they said, "I care," what they really meant was, "I control." Every compliment was strategic. Every visit was rehearsed. Now that you know, you can't unknow it. You've been given this clarity not to fear, but to act. And your action must be final. They will call it betrayal. They will call it cold. But let them call it what they want, God is calling it protection. Archangel Michael says, "You have angels at your door now. And they will not allow this person to step inside again. They've been blocked spiritually." Type Amen to get blessing 370. They are already sensing that something is different. They can feel that their control over your space has ended. That's why they may act desperate, emotional, or even overly nice all of a sudden. But don't be fooled, this isn't change, it's panic. It's the reaction of someone who knows their time near you has expired. They want back in, not to support you, but to reset the trap you just escaped. This isn't just about avoiding them. It's about reclaiming every corner of your house they spiritually poisoned. Your laughter, your rest, your peace, it all returns when they are fully locked out. Type Amen to get blessing 982. You are not paranoid. You are protected. The discomfort you felt in their presence was a spiritual signal, not a personality clash. They were watching, not celebrating. They memorized your habits, not to admire, but to plan. They saw what made you strong, and now they resent it. Archangel Michael says, "Do not feel guilty for choosing peace. You are not being rude, you are obeying heaven. This is divine instruction." They are about to tell others you've changed. Let them. That's the truth. You've changed into someone who no longer allows poison to call itself love. Type Amen to get blessing 501. The same person who said they were proud of you has told others you don't deserve what's coming. Their heart is double-faced. Their loyalty is temporary. You may still remember their laughter. But your soul remembers their energy. That's why the discomfort never left. It's time to cleanse the last traces of them. Smudge the doorway. Wash the pillow they leaned on. Speak their name in release, not in remembrance. They held access for too long. But no more. No more giving them chances to drain your glow. Type Amen to get blessing 656. They spoke to someone you wouldn't expect. They revealed things you told them in confidence. That's how your enemies got closer. Now you understand why things weren't adding up. Why people started treating you differently. The source was inside your home. You were betrayed, not by a stranger, but by someone who had a seat in your living room. That's why this hurts deeply. But healing comes through truth. And the truth is, this name should never be spoken in your space again. Let heaven deal with them from here. Type Amen to get blessing 320. Archangel Michael says, you may have to cry as you walk away. But walk away anyway. The pain of separation is better than the poison of connection. You are entering a divine chapter where only clean energy can dwell. This person cannot come with you. Their spirit is not aligned with your future. Every time they step into your space, they scatter your focus. You've been building, healing, dreaming, and their presence makes you doubt all of it. Let this be the final goodbye. Not with anger, not with revenge, just with wisdom. You are rising. Let no one drag you back. Type Amen to get blessing 704. They didn't just damage trust. They mocked the love you gave. They turned your generosity into their advantage. But now the angels have placed a wall of fire between your house and their intentions. They cannot harm you again unless you open the door yourself. Keep it shut. Spiritually, emotionally, physically. You don't owe them access, not anymore. The next blessing coming to your life is too precious. And it needs clean soil to grow. Their energy would only choke it. Type Amen to get blessing 845. You may still carry their photos in a drawer, but your spirit no longer carries their permission. You are no longer who they can manipulate. Even your home knows. The way the air shifts when they're gone, the peace that returns after they leave, it's all confirmation. This is the message they hoped you'd never receive. But heaven always sends truth right on time. And your time is now. Remove their memory from your home. Burn the ties. Reclaim the energy. And rest knowing you have obeyed the divine order. Type Amen to get blessing 128. Your protection is activated now. Even if they knock, you won't answer. Even if they beg, you won't respond. They made their choices. Now you must make yours. Choose peace. Choose clarity. Choose your sacred space. Archangel Michael says, let this message settle in your soul. You are not being cruel. You are being covered. The door has closed for a reason. And when one door closes, heaven prepares a gate. And at that gate, only those with pure hearts may enter. Type Amen to get blessing 793. They will try again, maybe not tomorrow, but soon. They'll send a message that feels innocent. A casual check-in, just thinking about you, but it's bait. Do not respond. The angels are watching to see if you take the hook. They want to know if you truly believe you deserve better. You do. And the moment you ignore that message, the shift will begin. Blessings will come that have been waiting for your full disconnection from that person. Type Amen to get blessing 224. This person is not just wrong for you, they were assigned to delay your breakthrough. Sent to distract you from what God has been preparing. The moment they're fully out, your life will change. Not slowly. Not slightly. Instantly. Because the heavens were holding back what was yours until the energy around you was clean. Archangel Michael says, that name, they used to make you smile. But now, it brings heaviness. That's spiritual evidence that your soul has outgrown their presence. The truth is, you've known for a long time. But love made you soft. And hope made you ignore your spirit's voice. Type Amen to get blessing 906. No more. Today, you break every unseen chain tied to that person. You are not bound by their past kindness. You are not trapped by shared history. This is the season of sacred elevation. And anyone who drains, deceives, or disguises darkness as care must be removed, fully and finally. There will be silence once you block them. But in that silence, divine instructions will come. You will feel clarity like lightning. No confusion, no doubt, just direction. They may ask mutual people why you've changed. Let them wonder. Let them talk. The only explanation is, God stepped in. Type Amen to get blessing 370. The way they twisted your truth into a lie will come back to them. What they spoke against you in secret will be exposed. You won't have to do anything, heaven handles betrayal with precision. You just keep your door closed. That's all. Don't peek. Don't revisit. Don't reconsider. You are being built into something new. Something powerful. And not everyone is qualified to witness the construction. This person only came around when they needed, not when you needed. That pattern wasn't random. It was always about taking. Type Amen to get blessing 483. Their time is up. Their access is over. The chapter is closed. This is not about hate, it's about honor. You honoring the new version of you. You honoring the sanctuary you've built with your tears. Your home should not feel heavy after someone leaves. That's not love. That's spiritual pollution. And that's what they've been leaving behind. Archangel Michael says, guard your house like a temple. Guard your peace like treasure. Guard your spirit like the sacred force it is. Type Amen to get blessing 214. From this point forward, your blessings will flow like never before. Doors will open. Phone calls will come. Money, favor, healing, it all rushes in. Why? Because you obeyed. Because you finally said no to who heaven said no to long ago. You are not alone in this disconnection. Angels are standing guard. Every time you feel tempted to reach out, they will redirect you. Every time you wonder if it was too harsh, they will whisper peace into your thoughts. You did the right thing. You broke the pattern. Type Amen to get blessing 764. You are now stepping into a version of yourself that doesn't chase closure. You don't need their apology to move on. You don't need their confession to heal. Their energy is too costly to entertain. Your future demands silence from their storm. And when they see you rise, they'll regret ever thinking you'd stay small. They'll know they can't come back. Not this time. Because the door is locked. The Spirit is sealed. And the blessing is beginning. Type Amen to get blessing 339. This is your final message about that person. You don't need another warning. You don't need another confirmation. You've seen enough. You've felt enough. You've cried enough. Now, you rise. Let them knock. Let them wonder. Let them watch from outside. You are covered. You are called. You are chosen. And this chapter is for you, and only those who come with pure hearts. Type Amen to get blessing 111.